Have you ever been ghosted? Did a relationship disappear after you developed connections and had hopes? Did they say they wanted one thing and then they disappeared? Then this video is for you. We're going to talk about 5 common reasons why people ghost so that you can stop blaming yourself and move on. So let's get into it. A 2018 study found that 25% of people have been ghosted in a romantic relationship, and 22% of people admitted to ghosting someone else. So ghosting is a common thing all over Tinder, Grindr, Hinge. So here are the 5 reasons. Number 1, people are afraid of confrontation and want to avoid responsibility and emotional labor. Why? It's convenient to vanish. It's passive and avoids awkwardness of rejecting someone. And like dating apps make it so that people feel more disposable. It's like they're a icon on a screen, not a true human being or person. And so unfortunately people don't have the decency to think, me ghosting them, how would they feel? Number 2 reason, they're not that into you. Some people are only on apps for attention and boredom. That's it. They go there to get a little hit and they're like, yep, I'm good. You're just a pawn in them feeling better about themselves. Story time. So I matched with this guy 5 times on Tinder, and every time he would call me handsome and ask, how are you doing? And then every time, lo and behold it, he would disappear and stop responding. And then he would do it all over again. And unfortunately, I had not healed my trauma. So I was out here chasing like, please come back. Maybe this time, after the 4th, 5th time, maybe this time he'll be there and show me interest. Wrong. So why was he doing this? This man wasn't that into me enough to go on a date or meet. I was cute enough for him to talk to and waste my time. I know lots of people on Tinder who just want to feel hot and to get a self-esteem boost, and they're not really serious about Tinder. And if you're one of those people, I used to be one of those people, karma gets you back. That is not cool to just go on there and use people as a drug to feel better about yourself. They get excited from this attention from anyone, including people that they're not into or don't like or intend on pursuing things further, and it's really terrible. And maybe they just wanted a quick hookup and you were better than their hand, so they're not that into you or they don't want to marry you or develop any commitment, but they were horny. Number 3, ghosting can be a safe way of separating from a relationship that's a toxic or abusive. This can be a very good reason to ghost, because not everyone is a safe person to have a conversation and communicate. So sometimes the only safe option in some situation is to ghost, to reject, to block. Because unfortunately abusive, narcissistic people, they'll find a way to avoid or manipulate you into coming back. They'll cross your boundaries, and in some cases, there's violence. And so blocking can be healthy. Story time of when I blocked my ex. So I unfortunately had an abusive ex, and it was a healthy boundary for me to block because I didn't have much self-esteem or boundaries for myself to just remove them. So I chose to ghost and block them and not give them a reason, because I knew that if I risked having a conversation that I could get wrapped into their toxic situation again. My gut and my intuition was like, this is not it. So I fully blocked, went no contact. For abusive people, we do not owe them an explanation. They've violated our space in some cases, our boundaries, and the appropriate response is for them to be removed in the best way possible for us. The number 4 reason, and the last reason people ghost, is you don't fit their fantasy. Yes, I'm going to give an example of a study that found that people who believe in a fairy tale or fantasy have been found by studies to ghost more because they are expecting to be swept away like by Prince Charming. And this is a very unhealthy way to go about this. When reality hits that they're not like the ideal in that person's head, some people disappear and ghost. They're like, oh, they don't meet my fantasy of buying me a goat, a mansion, having a Ferrari, looking like Channing Tatum, etc., etc. So to summarize, the 4 reasons people ghost are: number 1, people are afraid of confrontation and want to avoid responsibility and emotional labor. 2, they're not that into you. Number 3, it's a safe option to ghost when it is very toxic or abusive. And the last one is you don't fit their fantasy. Comment your experience with ghosting below. Which reasons have you experienced? Follow, like, and subscribe for more. I'm here to help you on your journey. It's my passion to support people to attract the partner of their dreams and to live the life of their dreams by doing internal work. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.